Hello everybody, it's me GhostCritic with an unexpected video for this Tuesday early evening here in the UK. It's the day before New Comic Book Day, but I've already read one of them. In fact, I've read 4 parts of a new series that is coming out tomorrow. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm talking about Robert Kirkman's new Image title on the Skybound Entertainment imprint of Image, Oblivion song. I was lucky enough to be lent by my comic book guy the first 4 issues on this advance copy of said new title, and I just thought I'd give you a few thoughts. I'll avoid spoilers. I don't want to ruin this for you if you're deciding to pick this up tomorrow, but I'd also thought I'd kind of give you my thoughts and opinions of it as to whether I think it's worth picking up, for what my opinion is worth. Here we go. And I just thought I'd start off by reading the little blurb at the back, kind of the synopsis of what this book is about. So, a decade ago, 300,000 citizens of Philadelphia were suddenly lost in oblivion. The government made every attempt to recover them, but after many years they gave up. Nathan Cole won't. He makes daily trips, risking his life to try to rescue those lost, alone and afraid, living in the apocalyptic hellscape of Oblivion. But maybe Nathan is looking for something else. Why can't he resist the siren call of the Oblivion song? Dum dum dum. And yes, that's how they're describing this book. And if you are into that kind of sci-fi, apocalyptic, kind of demon, alien, cross-dimensional, soap opera-esque type of book, then this is right up your alley. To kind of make bigger, expand on that kind of synopsis blurb, or basically there has been an event in Philadelphia where a localized one dimension and our dimension have crossed, and I guess it's for just a brief time, and when it's gone, it's taken this whole part basically of Philadelphia with it and the occupants inside. And the book starts off pretty much at the kind of 10-year anniversary of this event, where we have our main character, Nathan Cole, who is still making these kind of trips. He's a kind of a science adventurer type dude, and he transports or teleports himself into this other kind of dimension to rescue these people that are stranded there. But he appears to only be able to take like maybe 1 or 2 at a time, although, as it says, there's like 300,000 of them. And the story kind of progresses that there's a whole kind of like government, not cover-up as such, but they've tried their best to kind of bring all the population back, and they've kind of given up. They don't want to put any more funding towards it, but Nathan isn't going to give up and is still doing this. But there does seem to be, without any spoilers, an agenda with Nathan that he's could be looking for something or someone on the other side, and that's why he's still so invested in going back over there. As I said, there's a certain soap opera-esqueness about it as well, which, you know, we find out all the time in comic books, throughout every kind of publishing house that we read from. but you have certain people that have already been rescued, but because they've been there for so long, they've kind of adapted to this hellscape of Oblivion, where these kind of monsters, kind of alien type demons, they look almost kind of animalistic, and they're just like gross versions of them. And I wonder if that's something that's going to come down the line, where perhaps all the animals within this universe, this dimension, got mutated into these alien looking creatures, so that there's that threat in the land for the people who are still there. But the people are being taken back to our Earth, back home. They are having a terrible time adjusting. And then there are some people that we discover later on that are quite happy to stay there. And why that is, we'll probably need to read on with this book. I was kind of intrigued by it all. I wouldn't say this is anything new or original, but really what is these days. But I was kind of interested in the characters. I'm not quite sure where or how far this story can go. Obviously it's still in its infancy, even after me reading 4 issues of it. I wonder if this is a finite series rather than something long running like Invincible or his still ongoing Walking Dead. The artwork we have in here from Lorenzo Del Felici, colours by Annalisa Leone. It's interesting. I think there's a lot in here that's kind of perhaps a little bit too dark. I don't know whether... One thing I noticed is it's on this kind of thicker paper stock, and it's kind of like the matte finish on it. It's not like the glossy paper, and I do wonder if this is how you're going to get it in single issues tomorrow, or they're going to gloss it all up, and maybe perhaps the colours in these will pop out some more. I mean, there's this one page, it's really not spoiling anything, but some guy getting chased by some kind of demon type monster there, but it's very difficult to make out whether, because of, it might just be the choice of colouring and the inking to make it that dark, or is it the paper stock that it's on that's not making these kind of colours pop out. We'll find out tomorrow what paper stock it comes out on. Is it going to be the next big hit for Robert Kirkman, a la Walking Dead? Is this something you should be running out for, speculating with? It's hard to say these days. I don't know if there is such a book exists anymore. I think the heydays of that are pretty much gone, for, you know, the true classics like what became The Walking Dead. So if you're into sci-fi, if you're into that kind of apocalyptic universe, sci-fi type stuff, then definitely check this out. The characterizations are really great. You really kind of feel invested for certain ones of the characters, especially the ones that kind of come back and are trying to readjust to the world that they thought they were never going to see again. It's an odd one for me because clearly I've read the first 4 issues. Do I really now need to buy the 4 issues in singles? We'll see what my pull list is like tomorrow when I hit the comic book store. But tell me if you already knew about this, if it's something you're excited about. Let me know down in the comment section. And give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with new comics.